bad, my bad.
I think it's in Isaiah. It's in Isaiah. You can get Isaiah. No, it's in Malachi. I think it's even Malachi.
Why you?
Right there.
Why you getting that? I wanted to say this as well because I mean, like, hey, you know, I like what the brother said. The brother said what he said was beautiful, man. You know what I mean? Like that's why we gotta be thankful and always praying to the Lord and giving thanks because we could have been, a blind back, man. But I ain't even gonna say a blind back because a back can see. Okay, a back got a certain thing inside their eyes that they can see through the darkness. Okay, but we don't want to be. But you know, you gotta thank the Lord that you ain't like these people out here. Okay, because they're gonna be destroyed, man, severely. And this is why we out here, man, because we don't want to be a part of that. We're going, brother. You got it.
It's Isaiah 66 verse 4. I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. So it says the Lord is going to choose their delusions. See, the deceived and the deceiver are his. Very small verse, but has a very significant impact. All these people here are in the hand of Yahweh, man. All these people. So there's no such thing as free will.
See?
There's no such thing as free will. The Most High put certain spirits and vibrations on the people to perform His will. You know what I'm trying to say? To perform His will. You know, certain vibrations on mankind, huh?
Hold that again.
Isaiah 66 verse 4.
And that's why I like what you said there, because the scriptures also says, whosoever resisteth the will of the Most High.
Right. Right. So everyone's acting in accordance to prophecy. The Most High has chosen certain spirits to be near unto Him, and He chose certain spirits to be fitted for destruction. You know what I'm saying? All these people in flesh, they're walking around in earth and dust and ashes, but there's a spirit inside that body of dust and ashes, the house of dust and ashes. And that spirit is either of the elect or is of a two-third. Everybody has a purpose, man.
Or even
everybody
the devil.
walking around has a purpose.
Or even that spirit could be the devil too.
Right. You understand? So it said, the scripture says, I will choose their delusions and bring their fears upon them. What's the fears that's coming? Getting thrown off a 40-story building. Okay, being gang raped, being killed, starvation, being food for the cannibals. Okay, being destroyed while you're standing on your feet, your eyes still in your sockets. Okay, being eaten by animals, hungry dogs. All right, have witnessing your whole family get killed right in front of you. Children, your dearly beloved wife, your newborn son. Okay, because when I called, none did answer. So when is the Most High calling? Right now.
Right, that's right.
Calling right now through us. All right. So when the Most High called through us, His mouthpieces. Where's Jake? Where's the multitudes of Jakes and Jakes?
Around, they're not around.
Where they here? They should be all here with the notepads and their pens, taking down notes, highlighting their Bibles. Where they at? They're too busy in Oxford Street chasing hoes or Brixton or wherever these niggas at, man.
And you know too, a lot of these old bugged out street niggas out there, man, all they do all day is hang out and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? So here it is, they standing on the street all freaking day. And guess what? Time is passing by.
Go push it for you and you're done with that as well.
Let me finish.
You know? But they could receive the word, but like the brother was saying, it's only the elect. The elect is only going to receive the truth. That's it. Go on, brother.
That's it. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not.
Yeah, that's right.
So it says, hear the word of Yahweh, ye that tremble at His word. Your breath, which is us, which is the elect, man. Lord willing, you know, the hopeful elect. That tremble at His word. So there's a spirit of fear that's inside the brother, that's of the elect, and the Most High has put that fear in you to fear. Because the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
All the time. Come.
For you to attain wisdom, you first need to have godly fear inside of you. That's what moves you to lighten your lamp, man. You know, to let your light start burning, man. Why? Because it all began with godly fear, man. There's something inside of you that had fear and said, "Oh, I can't do that, man. I can't do that. No, son." Because you fear the judgment, you fear the repercussion. And my mom always told me when I was growing up, see, that's God probably trying to teach you something. When I got into trouble, that's probably God trying to show you something. And that's what my mom always put that fear in me, man. All right. But your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, which is these niggas, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. Right, so our brethren that hated us, that cast us out for the name's sake, which is IUIC and them guys and the rest of these niggas, they said, what they saying? They said, let Yahweh be glorified. So they're basically making mockery. They're saying, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. You understand? So hella niggas are gonna be ashamed in that day. Okay? So
yeah, and I mean, hey man, what more can I say? What more can I really add on to that? You know what I mean? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the topic, and we're gonna read in what is it, Proverbs? You finished something, right?
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Get Proverbs 7. You know, and just to add on to what a few words what the brother was saying, and even the men that was amongst the brotherhood, as I'm gonna say again, right? They even hate the Lord, because they've despised the path the Lord put before them to walk through. Okay, whether it be teaching false doctrines, or either committing adultery in another brother's woman, okay, or any form of thing, man, that has no conduct in the truth. So they have become the despiser of those that do good, man. All right, and despise of the Lord, and they're going to be destroyed. Go on, brother.
Let's say Proverbs 7, verse 1.
Even those that pervert the gospel, they're going to be destroyed. Go on.
My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman.
Right.
That they may keep thee from the strange woman.
Right, that's what it's talking about right there. That you may be kept from the strange woman. Now, is that literally talking about a woman that's strange looking, or she speaks strange? No. That's talking about the understanding. Solomon just showed you the first couple of scripts. Read the first couple of scripts. The first couple of verses.
Proverbs 7 verse 1. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee.
Yep.
Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye.
Come on.
Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart.
Yeah. You got a
you
question?
One of the 12 lost tribes?
Yeah.
I saw a television program.
Oh, you did?
It's fascinating, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fascinating.
So what were they saying? What they were saying?
They said this was before DNA. They traced folklore and stories about it, and then took from what people said about the geography and tried to trace it down. And each place they said they'd stopped. I don't know what it is. It's written down somewhere. They met people of the Jewish faith, and then they went all the way down to somewhere near South Africa, I think. Is that right?
Lemba trap.
Yeah, the lemon trap.
Yes. And it was absolutely fascinating. I can't even remember which channel it was on, but it was a fascinating program. And now, of course, with the DNA, they're doing more accurate.
Yeah, but you know what though? sometimes you can see what the TV will do, right? Because I've noticed something with the TV, which we all know, you know what I mean? But what TV will do sometimes, they'll bring you the truth. But what they'll do is they won't bring you the full truth and the full understanding. Because they
will play it according to what they know their audience want. Yeah.
That too, you know what I mean?
We all do.
But what we're dealing with is the fact that, because like the thing about it is like, which the television the program you was watching is correct, because you know amongst the people of South Africa, they are in fact go back to the lost tribes of Israel. That's true.
Yes.
But also even the West Africans too.
Yeah.
They even go back to the Jews as well.
Oh yes.
Because when you read
down Africa,
right,
they found people. Yeah.
Right, because when you read the Timbuktu book,
I think it's
you got it right.
Where do people come from? Where do people come from? Who do they originate with?
Okay.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yes.
Anyway, I've got
okay.
a dash.
All right,
Great.
take care.
Bye.
All right. She was trying to hear what you said, you know. But yeah, man. I mean, like the thing about it is that we're out here for the truth, and we're out here to bring out the gospel as it is written, man. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister,
Right.
and call understanding thy kinswoman,
Okay. Go on.
that they may keep thee from the strange woman,
Okay.
from the stranger which flattereth with her words.
Right. The philosophies, and it's going to further show you that it's talking about the philosophies. Go on. Yeah. It's been a long time.
For at the window of my house I looked through my casement,
Go on.
and beheld among the simple ones
Right, beheld amongst the simple ones. Go on. That's what he's about to say next. Go on.
I discerned among the youth a young man void of understanding.
Right, a young man void of understanding. So this particular young man, he got introduced, he got deceived, right, because this strange woman looked desirable to him. Okay, go on.
2/3 was a reprobate.
Yeah.
A young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner.
Right near her corners, like you have these Muslims, they hang out on the corners.
Right.
You have certain Rastas, they hang out on the corners. So this simple-minded bird-brain Negro, right? Basically, you know, he got juiced in because he had no void of understanding. So he got that desire and that lust because he was lusting after this woman. And I'm metaphorically speaking, he was taken by her, man. He was taken by the flattering of her lips, meaning these different religions that are out there. That sounds good and it sounds appealing. Okay, but is it of the truth? No. That's why, like the brother quoted before, the Lord shall choose their delusions. Okay, because when you look at a nice fine woman, right? Like you're literally desired, you're just at one with that woman. Okay, especially if you got a woman that's fine and she knows what she's doing, she knows how to conduct herself as a woman. Even just by you looking at her, man, turns you on. You know what I mean? And you just zoned in. So this particular simpleton right here, metaphorically speaking, you know, he had no void of understanding, and he was taken by that woman, which was that religion, which had nothing to do with the Bible. Okay, so it's all metaphorical. Go on.
So it says, passing through the street, let me start. And I beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding,
Right.
passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house
Go on.
in the twilight, in the evening.
Right, in the twilight, in the evening, going in the middle of the afternoon, because those Muslims and them different, creatures and stuff like that, they don't come in the morning time. They always come. You always see them in the evening. Okay, go on.
In the black and dark night.
Black and dark night, and that's when you see the majority of them hang out at during the nighttime. But they'll hang out around in the middle of the evening, but then they'll even be out there all day. Okay, go on, brother. And I mean, hey, we're out here all day, all night. But guess what? That don't mean that we're like those false pastors out there. Okay, because what we teach is according to the scriptures, man. There's a lot of people, they'll get it twisted and they'll think, oh, these guys are Muslims. Now we ain't no goddamn Muslims. We're the Christians, man. We're the true die-hard Christians out here, man. Okay,
that.
what the real deal? Go on, brother.
The white woman that came earlier on, she came behind the camera, she goes, we're gonna come here and stand here and read an English Bible. And then she walked off.
Right.
It is the one that came earlier on, the one that came and said something before me here.
But it is English, but it is an English Bible.
You know,
It's
she
an
sees
old
us with
English
the beard
Bible.
and everything, she assumes already it's the Quran or
Right,
something
yeah,
Arabic
right,
or whatever, man.
Right.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you the simple-minded of the people. Because they'll look at a bunch of guys like us with beards and robes on, and they'll automatically assume, oh, you guys are Muslims. Okay, they don't have that mentality to discern what the hell we're talking about. And if they had the mentality to discern what the hell we're talking about, they would realize we ain't talking about no Islam garbage. They would understand that. So we're amongst dumbasses. That's what you gotta understand. You know, go on, bro.
Well, priestess is the black and dark night, right? Job 10 verse 21.
And that's why the government, the higher up bankers always fuck these people over because they're fucking idiots, man. Go on, bro.
Job 10 verse 21. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death.
Right.
A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order,
Yep.
and where the light is as darkness.
Go on. That's it there.
Not that one.
So so actually read that again. I didn't catch that. I gotta catch that.
Job 10 verse 21.
Yeah.
Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness
Right.
and the shadow of death, a land of darkness.
Right, because we are in the land of darkness. We are, right? Check this out. Like David said, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but there I will fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff they comfort me. Which is the scriptures. Go on.
And a land of darkness as darkness itself,
Yeah.
and of the shadow of death, without any order.
Right. Don't we live in a society without any order? Of course. You damn right. Go on.
And where the light is as darkness.
Ooh, and where the light is as darkness. So we're bringing forth the light, baby. So we may be out here, or from the evening time all the way up to nighttime and stuff like that. But guess what? We're bringing out the true gospel. We're not liking on to that woman that the simpleton found in the street, metaphorically speaking. Okay, we're the guys that's shutting forth the light in this dark valley, in this dark land. Okay, where there lays no order. We are the guys that's bringing out the light. That's why it tells you in Isaiah 60, where it speaks about